Alright, so still good morning to each and every one of you all. We just carried a little video, a live vlog I should say, just from up there on that section. We are at the Crane Beach and we're going to be taking you to another of the hidden spots in Barbados, show you how to get to it and show you where it is and explain to you all about it. But we want to start off our video right here this morning just because we want to show you how beautiful the Crane Beach is at the moment. It's clean, 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 absolutely perfect at the moment. No sargassum on the outside. Sargassum boom has been laid out there. If you've seen that thing going out, you wonder what that is. It's a sargassum boom. What does float slightly above the water level, traps the sargassum or diverts it. So it doesn't work well when there's a huge amount of sargassum coming in, which we've seen up here. However, it does have its benefits definitely for lighter floats. So we're gonna stop here a second though, because we couldn't get these guys here just now on live vlog because the signal dips as you come around the corner. So we come in here to a veteran. How many years have you been here, my brother?
18 years.
18 years. Awesome, man. You doing all kind of cocktails and stuff here?
All kinds, man.
All right. Ah, good. Hold on, move. Let me get that there. Rare, man. Awesome. That's sweet for sure. So everything you're doing is based in coconut water too, or you got other stuff too?
Coconut water.
Coconut water, nice, man.
And you can get flavor. You can get mango, pineapple, strawberry, enjoy, right?
Beautiful. Right. Let me turn on this here so I can make sure they hear you clearly. They don't want nobody to miss it and not hear everything but your different blends and stuff.
Correct. And we have a Rihanna, mango strawberry.
A Rihanna?
Yeah.
Mango strawberry.
You know Rihanna?
Yeah, of course. Everybody knows Rihanna, man. If you call her Rihanna Fenty, some you might think it's a different Rihanna, because I only know her as Rihanna. So you're blending that here with some white rum?
Yeah.
Yes, if you?
One is a medium Rihanna and a strong rare.
Awesome, man. So you right now that would be a strong one. I would imagine.
It's medium.
Okay, what? That's a medium one? Are you pouring? We got a lady on that watches us all the time. We call her the water baby. She's a person like straightforward, the one-eye man all the time and things. See, so I want her to see what is here because she probably knows about it. So Simon, if you're on, check out the action. These are mediums. Imagine that. Imagine how strong the heavy ones will be. Perfect for you.
Correct.
Rare. Well, man, thanks for taking a couple of minutes out, right? Because what we do in our journey is to bring attention to people that are fighting hard every day to make a living but don't have money to put a big video up there on the internet to let people come and find them. So find you here how many days a week?
7 days.
What time from?
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock.
Or 9 o'clock.
Right, until like sundown kind of hang close, sundown, or when you run out?
5 o'clock.
Or when you run out your stuff?
Don't really sun run out.
Yeah, man, for real. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, we tricky right here.
Man, nice, man.
Crane Beach.
Right, of course. Check. No, look, check where these guys hanging out. This is his spot, as he just told you for years and years.
Look, this is the office.
This is the office, man. Love and patience, man.
Always, man.
Nice.
Love and patience.
Beautiful. Well, you up on YouTube, so just to let you know, the channel that we're on is called the Journey 246. In other words, the Journey of Barbados, 246 our area code. So look up for yourself, Ray, right? And you'll see us do all the Q&A community and stuff. If you ever see a video that's not from 100.7 FM, that will be us. You will hear it all the time, right? Enough respect, right? Nice, man. All right, so 7 days a week. You come and get your fresh stuff here.
The office.
Man, the office, I can get a video done for sure. I also see you got your coconut stand, so you must get busy in season.
Very busy.
Nice, man. Come and make your order, go back down there, like down, come back for it.
I mean, don't drink coconut, you can get a wheelchair, a chewy on top of coconut.
Beautiful, man. Nice, man.
Chewy.
Nice way to end it up.
Of course.
All right, my brother. Nice to meet you here.
All right.
And the man that doesn't want to speak, he's shy for camera. Well, let me turn it the other way and let you speak for a minute, man. All right, look. Let me turn this to say. But tell me something, man.
We don't get all the information we can.
But what's your name, man?
Marcus.
I got that from you before, but I want people to hear it.
So we can't remember. I don't give you all your information.
But understand that we here to share love. So when we come around, I can't come around here and talk to Ray, and I pass by you. I gotta talk to everybody. I
gotta see here coming up.
Okay, look. You do your thing. You do your thing, salesman. We'll call you later, right? Marcus, take care. All right, fellas, have a good day, right? I gotta take some pictures of your office, so you know your official information in front here, and I gotta show them what it's like up here and how you breezing out then. Jeez, coconut cocktails, official coconut cocktails from the office. Jeez. So come to Ray and check him out. You see where he is. The entrance to the Crane Beach, unless you can 3 hotel, one entrance straight down this hill here. All right, park further up. If you come down here early in the morning, fine. But if you come down here in the daytime, you may get blocked in because it gets pretty busy, especially in season. So we're gonna take our stroll now thanks so much to the guys just now for bringing a little bit of love and attention and kindness to us, because our journey is about that, showing you the beauty of Barbados. And even, as you will see, even if you are a little bit shy in the camera and you don't want the camera on you, we will try and comply in the best way we can. Sometimes we span or scan across you and catch you, but that's not to stop on you. If that's no, you're not comfortable, we will try and avoid you, but we can't always avoid you because there are 99 people sitting around you who want to be on camera. So we'll try our absolute best. So just bear with us and we will take care of you. As you would have seen just now when I was talking to Marcus, I didn't put the camera on him, we still talked, we still shared love, because Marcus thought that I got all the information. I didn't get all the information because I also want some love, so we can share love. All right, years ago we talked about this earlier, but you were not here with us on this one, so we will talk about it again. I better go back up here just a little bit. If you don't mind back walking a little bit, that's fine. We got so much in store for you. We have a beautiful video just in front of us, awaiting you of a secret spot. Not secret, but hidden spot. And people are finding out about it because we've done a lot of vlogs up here, and other people have also found it recently as well and started putting up some photos. But originally, the Crane Beach was way out compared to where it is right now. The actual sand used to come right around the front here, was all sand. So where we are, we were on an embankment going down onto a beach. There was a beach all under here, not a beach only at low tide, a beach used to run across here. As proud as you're seeing these boulders that have been dropped, out there used to be sea grape. I say bush because I'm consistently saying bush, but tall sea grape bush was lined out here, bordering the actual beach itself. You used to be able to drive down here and park numerous, I say maybe a dozen cars to be able to park down here on the sand itself. And they used to have 2 caves in the back section here which have been filled in, but there were 2 caves in there that we used to hang out in. Only shady spot up here besides the actual sea grape bush as well. So beautiful. This was at one time noted in the top 10 beaches in the world of how perfect it used to be. It's changed a lot. So when we do that vlog, or we have them up there already, you will hear more about the crane. But our journey today is taking in what we're seeing. So we are seeing the crane, and that's why we're talking about it a little bit to you. All right, so we're going in this direction. We're going to the Crane Beach number 2. There are 2 Crane Beaches. At one time, there was one beach because it was all linked. Remember, all here would have been sand. It would have gone from one beach straight across the other. So where we're walking now, we've been walking over a big sand section. And then, as I said before, all along up there would have had sea grape bush. And I'm talking big ones that you could have driven under and parked under and stuff all along the section here. So you can get a pretty good understanding of how it used to be. You'll see the caves barely made out there. At the top of that, there were caves in a section here, one there and one here, looking like garages almost. Used to be out here all before, but that has changed a lot. Everything has changed. Where we're walking right now, when you see up here is rough, you're going to be getting soaked because we've been out here numerous times where waves have actually come up and rushed right up here across where we're standing. As you can see on the inside water bags in here, that's from rain, but also from the EMC spray as well. Remember, it is a lowish tide right now, so what will come up later on with the high tide will probably come over here again, maybe. Really hot in Barbados, but also beautiful. Look at this, man. Look, listen, let me go a little further. Let me give you a 180 from here, a EMC 180. You all hear about EMC Circle of Love, EMC 360, it's the EMC 180. If this does not make you go, ooh, in your mind, whether you say it or not, and just put you into a state of where you sit back and exhale and just breathe in this serenity and this beauty, I really don't know what will make you do it, because it doesn't get more beautiful than this. You can get beauty equal, but you can't get beauty that will surpass what you're seeing right now. This is stunning. All right, so all this concrete has been laid over the years. I believe it's through the Simpsons that helped to lay it, which own property above here. I believe so anyhow. So I may be speaking under correction. I'm not sure, maybe it's the government themselves. I am not 100% sure, so ignore my first statement. I'm not sure who did it. But you'll see these slabs. Now these have been placed on top of compressed marl was the foundation, and then these concrete slabs have been placed on top of them. You're seeing what's happening here. For the very rough seas, the sea is coming up, getting eating out the front section closer to the ocean, getting water underneath, lifting up these and shifting them. That's what's causing this here. You will see in this area, evidently West Coast as well. When Barrel passed, you will see all the concrete, big concrete reinforcement side bars, all shifted as well. Now over the years, over here has got worse and worse and worse. Look, this is what this looks like. Up to maybe 4 years ago, 4 years or close to 4 or 5 years, this would have been all leveled. Everything here would have been solid. You could have walked across here comfortably. You can't do that now. It's not gonna stop us, but be aware of this because this has changed a lot. So if you came here 4 or 5 years ago and you brought your family out here and you walked on these steps, look at what's happening now. Very soon you have to walk across these rocks because everything is shifting and going out. But look at this. This is Second Beach. Now I remember, as I said, you see all one beach basically. Just come around the corner on the other one and find this one. Up behind here, they've been putting up some fencing over time, but things have changed. When Beryl came through, she's pushed the sand all up inside. So she's very high up inside, a very big angle off here, just as we have seen on all the beaches on this section of the island. We're going to walk through up here and tell you a little bit more about that. But I'm going to find my way down because I'm not going to walk down this concrete because this concrete could possibly throw me down, and that is certainly not what I want to do. So I will take my own way down. In case this decides to do some kind of nonsense, I will not be around it. I will take my own steps. Remember, hikers, we can't stress them enough. Yes, we're walking on sand now. Yes, I know, walking on sand with hikers, really. But it's the truth, it's best to walk on sand with hikers because I just came across here really comfortably. No fear of twisting my ankle unless you do something absolutely stupid. No fear of anything getting cut up or any unpleasantness or whatever. You may have a hard foot. You know that is possible. Not many babies will come down there laughing at me and say, boy, I wouldn't even wear shoes out here. But I wear shoes, I have baby feet, so I no problem. I happy with my baby feet. So this section here, you do not find many people out here. Over years ago, when the sand used to come around, more people used to frequent out here, but nowadays not many people come on this beach. You see some footsteps because people have been exploring. Saw a couple coming back this way earlier on. So as I said, where we're going now has got a lot more publicity over the years, including ours and also others as well have shown out here. So more people are aware of this section. A lot of people used to go to the beach on the other side and not be aware of this. So we're going to show you that. We're going to take you up on here as we do not have a problem with signal. We are running 4K for all of these videos that we're putting up right now. So, well, the video section itself, 4K. So you're going to be able to walk through under here and show you what behind here is like. The folks that own the property on top have done a lot of cleaning up under here. You see a lot of bush here, a lot more unkempt. As you can see clearly here, they're doing some stuff to tidy it up and make it better. Not obviously able to do the whole thing, but their immediate area where they walk through and come down, all beautified and lovely. But these are why we're coming up in here as well, for showing you another thing we mention all the time on the beaches and coves and bays in these areas. All of the cliffs have vegetation growing around them, and usually majority of them have paths that go up behind vegetation. So access from one point of the beach to the other point of the beach without anyone seeing is quite easy. You would just walk behind here. Now we are still in the shallows, but there are paths further up behind there as well. And we're just showing you how under here is beautiful. This is a natural coconut grove up here. Absolutely breathtakingly beautiful. Up here had a lot more sea grape as well, but we'll show you in a minute how they have died off as the sea has come in, and they have not had the kind of I guess nourishments and stuff they were getting when they were not getting wet all the time. But all behind here, as I said before, there are paths that lead the entire way along the cliff. First of all, as we mentioned on the others, when you have a shaded area, it's hard for anything to grow. So all the trees and stuff that are in the sunlight for most of the day are going to grow up and tend to lean over to the west because all the wind's coming off east out here, which sort of like puts a canopy over the section where there's no growth, which even means less growth if there was any intentional growth coming up because it would be smothered by the shade and stuff. So you have those going around. Also, there are tracks that a lot of people use as well. It's not just to grow that way, they're also used as well. So just to let you know, this is beautiful. Up to a little while ago, before Beryl, they had pallets all across the front here that you couldn't walk up any back. So we're taking advantage of that now. You could see all of them there where the pallets were laid up. You could see the upright posts, the entire section across here. That was all with that type of picket and pallets. They're pallet wood. They're being turned into pickets. They were right across here. So we couldn't access here for a while. But that, well, when I say for a while, a little while ago, and that was for a while. So it wasn't always that way. Before, you couldn't even walk through here because all the bush and thorns and stuff that was up in here. Very, very heavily growth up in here, but beautiful. So we're bringing you and showing you. I know I'm gonna do here now. Here we go. We're gonna take you on a circle of love. This is just so you can hear and feel what it's like under here. Hopefully you are getting a sense of what it's like. Here we go. I guess you're getting a grasp of the isolation and you know how secluded down here is, very much so. You will, you know, we're right next to the Crane Beach Hotel or Resort, and people do walk this way sometimes, and as I said, people will come and explore out here because I've heard about it more and more now than they used to before, but you will not generally find anyone out here. So this is why we mention all the time, and as you can see, this place actually, the growth out here is not as bad as it used to be. So under here is a lot clearer. So even although it has cleared up, we're still going to keep our +4 out here. And the reason we keep our +4 is that we just don't want you to come out here and cast caution to the wind and lie down with you and your partner and go to sleep out here and have any kind of valuables, or even just do that in general. So come with a couple of other people if you're going to spend the day out here in this area. If you're just coming for spending a little while, fine. But if you're coming to spend the day and really crash out and relax and enjoy the serenity and stuff, just bring a few more people. So you'll see all along here was fence. You can see some of the fencing is actually being blown out of out here and carried back in. That probably went with the actual pallet in itself. So we're having the luxury of being able to walk up in here. We also have the luxury walk up in here because usually all around here is this same dead sea grape bush. All over, all through where these footprints are, going up through here, coming back out of here where we are, about to come out now. All here is normally like this. So it's almost impossible to get up in here, but because the amount of sand that's being pushed up by Beryl when she passed through, pushed up in here, all the sand is pushed into this section. This section didn't have much sand originally. Not saying it didn't have sand, but not that much sand. You saw a lot more soil and debris and old dying branches and stuff. So it's changed a lot. The sand has covered a lot of it. All right, so here are some examples of why we say if you walk in the beach in Barbados, beach shoes, absolute necessity. They're not a luxury, they're a necessity, because you're going to find things like this here. We just explained to you about how we're walking over an area that has a lot of dead wood under it. So you can get a lot of, when it starts to move a little bit of sand, there's some pointed wood that's going to be sticking up all about in this general area here that you're not going to see. It's going to be just a millimeter or two below the actual surface of the sand. So you'll be walking on it, put weight on it, bam, up through your foot. So if you are exploring in Barbados, and this is not if you're just going to a beach like walking the Crane Beach, you're going to hang out in Crane Beach all day long. We're not talking about that. We're talking about if you're exploring in Barbados on the beaches, please buy yourself a good pair of strap-on beach shoes. These will be shoes that will lace up over the top of your instep, and they're going to have holes in the bottom of them. So what happens is they don't act like a parachute like the ones you would find in any given store. You know, like water moccasins are called. You put them on, walk through the sea, tutus, pull off your foot. You're going looking for them, can't find them, whatever the case may be. So get a good pair of lace-up ones. Also, they suffice well for going on to cliff areas that are not too deadly. So you can walk, go to the supermarket in them and all. So get a pair of them for sure. Hikers, absolutely. If you're going around the island, exploring around the island, absolutely check it out, man. So tides begin to come back in. See, we're only about an hour after low tide, and it's already beginning to come back at this beach. This water will be coming right up under this bush here shortly, or underneath this dead branches and stuff very soon. Again, you can see the spikes sticking up all over, little small ones, just perfect size to go straight into your foot. Up to a little while ago, before Beryl, this beach would have been much further out. So where you're seeing that we're breaking now is where the water would have been coming into. Just because of all the density and the strength of the sand and the beach has been pushed into the wooded area behind. So what's happening is just a straight up line and no density in it. So all of the strength of this beach, which would have come beyond that tree further out here, by where you're seeing the water touching beach. Now that is where it would normally be, and then it would be in a much higher beach. It would still come up at a quick angle, but not slope like this here from far out, a quick angle up, which I'm sure you're familiar with on some of the other beaches on this side of the island. This is beautiful, really beautiful. Again, this is what this is why I keep telling the Sea Grape Police is the Sea Grape graveyard. I told her when I first started the vlog up here that I had come up here and intentionally killed all the sea grape bush because she is a Sea Grape Police. So you'd understand the kind of disputes we've had over time. But and there are many other people that think sea grape tastes lovely, and I don't agree with them. Anyhow, we won't talk about that now. We'll continue to walk. I remember, this is how it tells you how far back I go. On top of here, where is now, or where was Ginger Bay Resort, it's now condominiums up there. Where that was, there were two homes up there. One was owned by the Judge Hanschel. Remember that I actually ran into one of his family last week in the supermarket, which is what springs it to mind as well. From their house, you used to go down steps. They used to take you down onto Ginger Bay Beach, it was called, but it was originally called Shanty. It was before Ginger Bay came here. So we refer to it still as Shanty and as Ginger Bay as well. So we'll show you that in a minute. Just want to let you see what we're talking about, how all up behind here has paths that go through. There are also caves as well in a lot of these cliffs. Now I can't tell you if there are definitely caves in this one here, but there will be. But to what depth they go in, I'm not sure. Because all these here were originally, as you would know, in the sea. As Barbados has risen, we're a coral island, as it's come up, this would have been, at one time, the cliff on the water's edge and rising. So you get a lot of eating out of the weaker matter, giving you caves and stuff up in here, which you have seen in other places that we've been. If this is your first video you're looking at, you have so much of Barbados to see. So all out here, these were growing sea grape trees. So as time has come, they've been killed basically by the seawater on them all the time. But all out here was sea grape tree straight down here. And that will tell you how big this beach was, because the same room you're seeing in front of here now, again, as I said, was much higher and much thicker. I'm going to give you a real true understanding of how much sand has moved from this area. And this is not a joke. You see this cliff here that's going around here? You see how far out in the water it is? As youngsters, we used to run around there on dry sand. The beach, you see all around that there at high tide, at low tide, even if there was a swell, you had to run around. But you used to be able to go around in front here on sand. So that will understand, looking at that alone, what has happened out here. And again, if that was sand all out there, and that was sand all out there by where we were at by originally on the boardwalk section, you would know how far out this beach was. A real big beach, not a little beach like you're seeing now, a huge beach. So this is something you may have seen once in a blue moon, where the sand would have shifted, but in a couple of weeks it would have been back again. A big swell would have had to have moved it. So that will tell you where all these rocks would have been well under sand. So you wouldn't even have seen under that cliff. You would have seen sand up to that cliff. That's how big it was. See the same overhangs here we have been showing you from on top of the cliffs like yesterday when we were doing up by Harry Smith and then Bottom Bay and Palmetto and thing. All these overhangs basically have just been eaten out, and you can see cracks in the wall. So the possibility that all these here may let go after a period of time, get a weak matter, and then it will get a fault up top and then come down. So this is what you will see on the coastlines, like around Paragon Cliffs and stuff, and all the other cliffs that we've shown you where there's an overhang. Alright, so this is the, not a secret, it's hidden. This has been known for a long time. Anyway, it's there from the time I was a little boy. But not a lot of people didn't know that it went right through. A lot of people know about the cave on the other side. A lot of people didn't realize it went right through. So we have brought our light today because we know that we're going to encounter some darkness, and we didn't want to do it on a flashy camera. We want to keep these really nice and really crisp and really clean. There are certain times a year you're going to come here where these swells are coming up here and putting water inside of here. So if you see any driftwood and stuff, that's what would happen in Barrow, basically. I came through here recently, and all in here, all you could see was driftwood. All in here was driftwood. All right, before we go into the darkness to the beach, we want to show you the steps over here. These, from the days of Judge Hanschel, used to come down these steps here to this beach, to this cave. However, they work their way up. They are locked at the top, so we can't go up and carry you and show you anything. They're locked at the top. That comes from the Ginger Bay condos, which are up here. So people do have access from up there. Have steps down the beach as well too. If they're still functioning, I haven't seen them since Barbados, so we'll see. But they have these here that come into the cave. When you're getting real bad sea conditions on the southeast, hurricane swell or something going by, sea is coming up in here and lashing and going up. That will tell you how much water moves around hurricane time. So please be very careful. If you're in these areas and you're coming to anywhere like this here, just make sure that you are aware of these sea conditions. If you see it rough, just make sure you're aware of what's coming. All right, so here we go. We have our light on today. Hopefully it will be a nice easy walk through here. So you may encounter crabs up in here. You may encounter bats. I have never seen either of the two up in here, but there are things that you could possibly encounter up in here. If you'd watch Spice and Company, one of our, I would say one of our better bands, or one of the best bands in my era. Spice and Company did their video up here in this actual cave. At that time, the front wouldn't have had these rocks in front of it. It wouldn't have had the steps either. It was a real cave where sand used to come up here. So they did that one. I can't remember the name of the song it was. I think it's Africa, but I can't remember exactly what it was. All right, here we go. Now we're gonna see what we talked about erosion. If you go back to the time that we last did our 4K up here, we did it freestyle, but the last time we did a 4K up here, we stepped off of this step here onto sand. So this is what has happened at Barrel and also otherwise, because it was going anyhow. We've actually done a live vlog when in our beginning, standing on top of that rock, the little rock here in the middle, because that's the only place that you could get signal, and there was sand all around us. Again, you used to walk around from the Crane Beach, around the front of here, all on beach. The beach used to not go right around this big rock here, but it used to go right to the big rock. And then you had to come on the inside if you want to stay dry. Go around the outside, you would have had to swim for sure. Beyond here is Shanty Beach, or Ginger Bay, referred to some people, but it's called Shanty Beach. And that is where we used to play beach cricket and spend time underneath casuarina trees and hammocks and stuff with a cave out there and do bonfires and have roast fish and stuff. We are going to that side. Now this is the only thing about today. Today's video is going to be spliced. It's going to be to this point because I was hoping not to do it. I was hoping to be able to go across and take to the other side and let you see what the other side of the actual hidden beach is. But we will have to do that another time. But what we're going to do today is we're going to end here. We walk back to the beach. We go back to the other side and carry back through the cave from the other direction. But we're going to end in this general area, and then we're going to walk to the truck. We're going to drive over to Shanty Beach, and we're going to try and climb down the rock face to show you over there. We're going to see how much beach is out there first, and that will be a part of this vlog as well. So one will tie into the other. So that's our intentions at any rate. All right, so this is really serious. I really can't believe what I'm saying. When I was here, many times I was here, this lower rock, I'll get down to it so I can show you. This lower rock here would have been under sand. And that is not a joke, because you used to walk off of here straight onto a beach. So the top of that rock, just I would say maybe about not even halfway up, all the rest of it would have been covered under sand. And that will tell you. And that's moved a long time. You can see the growth and the moths all over the coral that would have been covered. Now if that had been covered even up the barrel, that would not have grown that long. So it would tell you that the sand has been gone for a while out here. As I said, you can go back and look at our videos. We had to step down from here before, but certainly not like this. I think our last time we did up here, we stepped down. They brought Jeannette here, we stepped down, but we had to do a little bit of a climb, but nothing like now. I mean, this is a good drop off here. I'd say a good 10 foot. I would say definitely a good 10 foot drop. So you come through here not knowing you looking wrong, booger down. Be careful, please, if you're coming through this cave to explore. All right, so this is a section. This was all one beach from here right up through Shanty. You used to walk through the inside of that rock. All those rocks in there would have been covered with sand, so you've basically been on the beach going right through. It has gone over the years. That's not something that's happened last year or the year before. We've seen that happening like over the last 20, 30 years in that kind of time frame. Big changes on this coastline for sure. Actually all over the island, but over here even more noticeable. Beautiful. All right, so you see the cave, natural cave. You see how beautiful it is. These are what you will find throughout the original coastline of the island. When I say original coastline, the cliffs of the coastline of the island. For example, you're seeing it now at Animal Flower Cave, and you're seeing all of the blowholes and big caves around the cliff face at the Animal Flower Cave. However, what you may not realize is when you are driving inland and you're going to say Little Bay or Cove Bay, you're going to find you're going to see in the distance another elevation that goes straight up. You'll see some vines on it, but you can make out what looks like caves. There are massive caves all along that wall, all along the section up by St. John's Church, all along Hackton's Cliff. All of those walls along there, which are real true coral faces, they have caves in them because they were originally the coastline taking the bombardment of swells and everything as we started to grow out of the water. And here it's got really bad. Jeanette, I know for sure you gotta be looking at this and saying, what is going on? Look at everything in here, man. This was unbelievable. Unbelievable what's going on here, actually. Just hard to believe. All right, so you see they're still doing some campfires and stuff. People will come in here and party in here and picnic in here. But in general, you're not gonna find a lot of people in here, especially now that the beach is gone, because you basically walk into dead end and then you walk right back out as well. Just to show you what it's like. So if anyone tells you about the cave crane, the cave at the crane, this is what they're referring to. It's not anything big, but it's such a beautiful, beautiful little different change from anything else, you know. You walk all around this island and you don't do anything like this. This is just beautiful. Really, really nice little attraction. As I said, a lot of people come here because it's coming up a long isolated beach. It's a good walk as well too, so folks that are not 100% sturdy underfoot tend not to come this far over because they don't know what they're going to encounter over here. You know, so they tend not to do that. So you'll find that also being a reason why people do not come out here. But beautiful, absolutely beautiful, stunning. We're gonna walk down here, and one thing I'm gonna do is, we haven't done it on any of our 4Ks yet. So I'm gonna put you here and leave you. I will give you about maybe 30-40 seconds for you to take this in. We're not closing off. We're just doing this here so that you can take us in and feel as though you're right here, because it's important for us to be able to bring you all to Barbados when we go live, as we said we want to do, right? So we're going to turn this around onto the beach a little bit further so you can really truly enjoy this for a few seconds. I have some plans. I'm going to go down here and write something in the sand, and while I'm doing that, I will leave you looking at this beautiful, beautiful setting. Welcome to Barbados. Welcome to Crane Beach number 2. Welcome to the Journey 246. Alright, I hope you enjoyed that. That is such a lovely little release. Remember, we are going to be working our way over now. We're going to go and go over to Shanty. We're going to bring that to you on the other side. We will join it with this here. We don't like to do any cutting up or anything, but because of the necessity of it. But you're still going to be doing step by step. You're just not going to be driving the distance with me between here and there. That's all. Alright, so I don't know if you all know, but the Journey 246 can also be spelled with 4 letters. Imagine that. 4 letters of what represent the Journey 246. These are the 4 letters, incidentally. L-O-V-E, man. Love. So you understand that that's what we're all about. We're all about love. 4 letters represent, or will stand for, what the EMC, the Journey, EMC, the Journey 246 stands for. It's beautiful out here today. Just stunning. It is so hot and humid. I know you have not seen me as yet, so I know you all are so frustrated. You all just can't believe it, you're not seeing me, and I'm going to make sure and not play hard to get anymore. I told you that I was going to play hard to get today, and I wasn't going to let you all see me at all, but I think that would be very, very, very unfair. So good afternoon to each and every one of you all. Yes, it is officially afternoon, so thanks for joining us again for this little walk. This is the Crane Beach number 2. We went through the cave at Ginger Bay, or the Crane, whichever you want to refer to it as, to go into Shanty or Ginger Bay Beach, but you can't get down to the beach. There is no beach immediately off of the cave, so we can go around and try it from the other side. Either which way, I'm sure you've seen a beautiful little treasure, because we don't have anything really like this here. Yeah, you got Horse's Cave, and you have the other big caves around the island, but this is a nice little cute little cave right on the beach. It has a real like mystical kind of feeling. Really beautiful. So if you get a chance to experience this, you've seen what you have to go over. It can be a little bit difficult, especially coming down from the actual walkway, the boardwalk itself, but it can be done. Just take your time, but make sure to have your shoes. Yeah, I go on hikers and I'm walking across here in my 4x4s. Anybody look at me and say, well, you gotta be a real idiot to walk out the beach in big boots. Well, no. If I was walking about the beach in big boots because they were my preference of choice to walk around the beach, and that would be a different thing, but no, they're not. It's because of what we're taking in today and what we have plans to show you. So I'm making sure to protect myself the best way I can. You see, I got cut the other day just by putting my hand down to show you all how sharp the coral cliff was. Imagine that. I actually showed you it by demonstration. There are the lengths that we will go to make sure you understand what's going on. All right, so beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Again, you could see the same thing we saw earlier on, we talked about, which are these sargassum booms. They're out there trying to stop any sargassum from coming in. They used to go way longer than that, but I think they realize that if it goes beyond here and it needs more than that, that it probably is just too much anyhow for it to handle. So you'll see a plane taking off there, so you know we're just around from the airport itself. All the cliffs from here down. After here would be your next stop, of course, would be Fall Bay. Then you work your way through Ocean City, along Green Point, Salt Cave, Paragon Cliffs, and work your way down. That's all around the airport area. So that's where you're seeing that aircraft is taking off right there. But look at how many trees have died in this waterfront. And look at how much sand has developed up here since Beryl. And look at how little sand there is out here anymore. Imagine we could have walked around the outside of that point there when we were children. And that would have been majority of the year. If we could have walked around the point, we could have walked under it on dry sand for all of the year. And you know, that's how things are. We're going back time, so maybe it's a cycle. Maybe that's how it is now. Maybe as the island starts to rise, this is what happens. You know, and then as it goes up again, it starts to build again on the next set of reefing us on the outside section, catching the sand in between there, forming some beautiful beaches. Don't really know for sure, but it could be the cycle and the cycle alone. That's just because how we're rising, maybe. Again, you used to walk all around there on sand. Where you're seeing those rocks would have been a beach. So things have changed tremendously. Beautiful, beautiful Barbados. So it doesn't make a difference about the changes. Changes that are happening here in nature. They're not man impacted. It's because of nature that this is happening. Well, it may be man impacted that has affected nature, but in general, it's not anybody coming out here and doing anything to this beach to cause this. This is just how nature is. You know, Mother Nature will know and determine the fate. So that's what will happen now for sure. Anyway, thanks again for joining us. We're not going to walk the entire way back to the truck with you, but we are going to leave you right here. We want to bring you to this sorless area here that we can comfortably give you a nice farewell with views. If we're putting on the second part, we will give you, I don't know what we'll do, because we're going to say farewell from the Crane Beach, and then we may say welcome from when we get around the other side by Shanty. So we'll let you know in a few minutes time, one way or the other. So this is Crane Beach number 1. This is the one to the north of the island, northernmost beach at the Crane. This is another one of the hidden treasures of Barbados, because I would say maybe only 30% of the people, if that much, 10% of the people that come to the Crane may walk around the point, because when they see this broken off section, they're not going to walk down here. So you're enjoying something that not many have seen. If you have seen it before, it's time to come back and see it again. You see the change that have taken place already. Come and enjoy Barbados. Have a good time. Anyhow, for now, we're going to say farewell. Furthest point again that we're seeing in the distance here, that is the point that's just up there, close to Shark Hole. Comes on into Bel Air, and then you have other beaches between here, which will be Beachy Head, Falmouth, whichever way you want to call it, and Deborah's Bay as well, which is also up there. So there are little areas as well we'll show you over time. Have a blessed day. Love you all. Thank you for joining us. And as I said, this may be a part 1, and we may have a part 2 coming. We'll see what we can do for you. See you all later.